Hey, how you doing? I'd like to welcome you back here to the Peep Patch. I'm LJ Martin. You know, I've been hearing a lot of rumbles out of Washington, D.C. about this good Baptist boy we got back there. And I'm just wondering, and maybe you be wondering too, do you really think a good Baptist boy, 20 years a disciple of goddamn America Jeremiah Wright, would bow to the titular head of Islam, of the Muslims, the king of Saudi Arabia? Do you think so? You know, and do you think that a good Baptist boy would strip all references to the jihad and to the Muslims from those training manuals for all the governmental agencies, all of our security people? Throw them out. Let me see, maybe he forgot that it was Muslims who bombed us at 9/11 and so many other incidents of attacking, terrorist attacks on the United States. He probably just forgot. You know, do you think a good Baptist boy would spring from the loins of a Muslim father and have a Muslim brother and have gone to predominantly Muslim schools in Indonesia? I wonder if that would have an influence on you becoming Muslim, maybe. You know, and right there in the middle of Washington, D.C., in the middle of our government, do you think a good Baptist boy would celebrate Muslim holidays and ignore Christian ones such as Easter? Oh, that's not exactly true, because they did have an Easter egg roll there in the middle of the White House. They had this Easter egg roll, but of course he might have had a little pressure from his daughters who wanted to participate in that Christian event. Who knows? Do you think that same good old Baptist boy would issue a Passover greeting and in the same breath compare this ancient Jewish holiday, one of their most holy days, to the current Arab political awakening? Golly, I guess he forgot that most of the Arab world wants the total destruction, the total annihilation of Israel. Maybe that slipped his mind. I guarantee it didn't slip the mind of a lot of my Jewish friends. You know, do you think that this good Baptist boy would make sure that his rings and watch were under repair during a Muslim holiday that forbade the wearing of jewelry? I wonder. And would a good Baptist boy have a college classmate who says he is a devout Muslim? Don't let him fool you. You can look on Truth or Fiction for that one, or on Snoops, either one. And I wonder, would a good Baptist boy invite the Muslim Brotherhood to his speech in Cairo when the Brotherhood's stated goal is the elimination and destruction of the Western world? I think that includes you and me. Hey, would a good Baptist boy invite an unindicted co-conspirator in a Hamas terror funding effort to offer a prayer during his inauguration? I'll bet that prayer wasn't to the God that you and I, or most Baptists, know. And I wonder, would a good Baptist boy send his senior advisor to be the keynote speaker at the Islamic Society of North America, the ISNA, knowing that federal prosecutors had rejected a request from the ISNA to remove them as unindicted co-conspirators? I wonder, you think? And would a good Baptist boy appoint Alif Rackham, who has links to the Muslim Brotherhood, who is a fellow traveler with the Muslim Brotherhood and other Muslim organizations that have doubtful intent on the United States, to join Homeland Security. That makes a lot of sense to me, doesn't it to you? I mean, why not have them at the very heart of our security? Muslim Brotherhood? Bring them aboard. By the way, this same guy referred to Hezbollah as a liberation movement. Do you know the goals of Hezbollah? Obviously the Baptist boy doesn't, or maybe he just wasn't paying attention, or maybe he has some other goals. I have no idea. This same guy participated in a fundraiser for the Muslim Brotherhood. In a poll conducted for Time magazine of 1,000 Americans, pretty independent poll, I would imagine, Time magazine. For 1,000 Americans, 25% of them thought this good Baptist boy was really a Muslim. Isn't that a shocker? You know, and I'm not too sure I know how good a Baptist boy this good Baptist boy is, since he fails to attend hardly any religious groups of other Baptists. That's called going to church, I think. But then again, maybe it would be offensive to his many Muslim friends. Do you think? I'm going to leave it to you to figure out just how good a Baptist boy this good Baptist boy might be, and who he might be. There's your question for the day. Thanks for coming to the Pea Patch. Come back and see us. We're going to have a little more introspective look at Washington, D.C. and what's going on there and how desperately they're trying to destroy this country. Come back.